parents, what's a parenting fail you can finally laugh about years later? I was grocery store shopping with my twins while running on 4 hours of sleep and trying to keep the boys from grabbing everything else. After running around the store with them for what felt like 4 hours, we finally made it through checkout and I felt delirious. I clicked Jason and Noah into their car seats before getting in the front and rushing us home. I needed to cook dinner before my husband came. Well, it wasn't until I was unloading bags at home that everything unraveled. I unbuckled Jason and then I turned to the second car seat and my heart nearly burst out of my chest when I realized that this baby wasn't my other twin Noah. My heart lurched and I pinched myself, thinking there was no way this happened to me, but surely there was a little girl in a pink onesie sitting in my car seat. My hands shook as I dialed my husband with panic swelling in my chest and whispered, "You need to come home right now. I think I took someone else's baby and I have no idea where Noah is." All I heard was him sigh before hanging up the phone, and I knew there was no way I could rely on him for any help. I could barely breathe as I called the grocery store and I stammered through my explanation. The manager's voice was frantic and I could hear another mom sobbing on the other end of the line saying she was convinced her baby was gone forever. She then got on the call and told me the police had been called. I grabbed Jason, loaded him and the little girl back into the car and drove across town. The entire time my mind spun with what ifs and I was convinced they would take me to jail for not only leaving my son, but for taking a random child. When I pulled into the grocery parking lot, I saw a cluster of people gathered near the entrance. I barely managed to put the car in park before the mother of the girl rushed over. Tears streaked down her face as she peered into the back seat, and when she saw her baby, she collapsed with relief, sobbing so hard it hurt to watch. "I'm so sorry," I said over and over as my voice cracked, and as I looked over to where the cops were standing, I saw one of the officers holding Noah and I sighed with relief. But once the other mother grabbed her daughter, she somehow managed to grab my hair with her other hand and she tried to drag me to the floor as she yelled, "How could you be such a terrible and inattentive